Okay, boss. Then let me start for introduction. Before going to start, what Android comes in which platform, what are the major things which are available here. First, let me go for basic introduction about the software, and in the software category where the Android comes in picture. First, let me know what is software, guys. What is software? What is the software? Android intro or fine, guys. What is the software? What is software, guys? Software is a set of program. Software is a set of programs aligned in order to perform specific tasks. As per the industry, standard. Is it visible to you? Or should I increase the font? Is it okay? As per the industry standard, software is categorized into two types. First one, system software, and second one is what? Application software. What is the meaning of system software, guys? Here, it is a software which makes hardware component to work. But in the case of application software, it is a software which is designed under client requirement. Here, in the case of system software, if I go for some of the example for the system software, here is Android. Android is a system software, guys. iOS is specifically used for iPhones, macOS, BlackBerry, the next SIP, then the next BADA, next Windows. Here I am not using the system software as embedded software or embedded C or assembly language. Why? Because we are working with the Android. So let me go for mobile platform as a software. So in the case of here application software, again let me come here. Application software are categorized into two types. First one, standalone, as we have seen yesterday, standalone application software. And second one is distributed application software. How do I discuss these 2 points? In the case of standalone, the application the application which is installed. What is the meaning of standalone, guys? We have seen yesterday only. The application which is installed into the local device and which works in the same device only. But in the case of distributed, the software, the application software which is installed into the server machine and which works in the same machine and as well as in the client machine too. Are you getting, guys? Okay, boss, fine. So in this case, if I draw a pictorial diagram, this is the server. This is a server machine or web server you can take, and these all are small clients. Here is one client 1, this is the client 2, this is the client 3. So here I deployed one application is servers. If one first client want, they can access. Second client want, they can access. Third client want, they too can access. Are you getting? So here I can call this as a distributed server, or this is the example of distributed server. This is web server, and these all are clients. These all are C1 client 1. This is what? Client 2, C2. That is, you can have n number of clients. The applications which you have installed works on the server machine as well as works on the client machine, guys. Next, let me proceed for Android. This is more than enough. So as let me call, the purpose of Android is to develop Android based applications which works on the same Android machine, which works on the same Android machines. Here you can distribute, but it is installed on local machine, na? Why, guys? Why late? What is an Android? Android is a Linux based mobile operating system. Initial 2 to 3 classes you will feel boredom because you have to understand the flow of execution of the Android life cycle, and first experiments will start after 3 to 4 days. Okay, where welcome and then colors, background colors, properties. Okay, Linux is an Android based mobile operating system. Initially Android is available for Android was available for mobile devices or mobile only. Later on, go for word run. Later on, Android is also available for tablets. Don't consider it as a medicine tablet. Okay, tablets. Where? What is the meaning of where, guys? As a boss, where? Wearable devices like a watch, wristwatch. Okay, wearable devices Big screen. What is the meaning of big screen, guys? In bracket, let me write televisions. Okay. Comma, automobile. Automobile industry. Okay. Fine. Let me go for features of Android. Features of Android. Android OS. Instead of writing operating system, should I proceed for OS only? Okay. Android operating system. Let me write one time only O dot yes dot. Android operating system is closed source or is open source? Is open source. It means the original source code of Android is available for modification. Is available for modification. Android OS is free from royalty. What is the meaning of royalty, guys? Take an example. Sansui is the original product of Videocon. Sansui is the original product of Videocon or not? No. Sansui is not the original product of Videocon Corporation, Videocon company. Sansui acquired by whom? Videocon. So whoever the owner of Sansui is, okay, the Videocon should have to pay the royalty because you are using already I sold my company to the Videocon, but you are using the brand name as a Sansui, na? So you have to pay the 1,000 rupees for each product. For each product. If you buy a TV, the royalty for that, the label name they are mentioning Sansui, okay, the Videocon should have to pay the royalty charges for the Sansui, 1,000 rupees for each TV television. Are you getting? So here also Android is not the original product of Google Corporation. It is developed by some other programmer, other developer. I let you know who is that programmer, whose name is Andy Rubin. Are you getting? So because of that reason, Andy Rubin was the ex-employer of Google Corporation. He donated Android operating system to the Google. Are you getting? So the Andy Rubin can ask for royalty, but he said no royalty. Even though I am using my Micromax mobile. Micromax mobile contains Android operating systems, so Google can demand the royalty to the Micromax. Google can demand to the Samsung. Google can demand to the Windows also. Google can demand to the Lava. Google can demand to everyone, na? Except iOS. Except for Apple. Are you getting, guys? But as a Google Corporation, nowhere demands the royalty that you are using my name, my operating system into your devices. Are you getting, guys? So this is the reason it is called as what? Royalty free. Free from royalty. Android OS is device independent. By using Android OS supports NFC. What is the meaning of NFC, guys? Near field communication. In the earlier period of time, before Bluetooth has to arrive into the market, there was a technology, NFC. There was a technology called NFC. Give me a mobile. Any mobile? No. Just I want the blank. Look at it, guys. These are two mobiles. Okay. I want to share the data from one device to another device. Okay. In olden days, before 2005, 2006. Okay. But these two devices should connect remotely or wirelessly or without using any physical connection between them. So what was the solution for that? NFC, near field communication. NFC device will be here. Here also NFC two devices. Look at it. Suppose this is one patch, this is one patch. What I will do, I will connect these two. There should not be any gap between these. At max 0.5 centimeter means 5 millimeter gap is allowed. If you go for apart from that 0.5 millimeter, the connection will be disrupted. Like this. Are you getting? This is what the device will be here. The device will be here. These two should be just touch or some gap of 0.5 centimeter or 5 millimeter, and just share by using NFC. Are you getting? This is the initial first version where you can able to share the information, where you can able to share the data from one device to another device. Are you getting? Near field communication. Near field communication. By using near field communication, by using NFC, we can transfer any amount of data by simply touching the two devices. Fine. Here, keep one note. In NFC, we have to maintain less than 1 centimeter of distance, 1 centimeter of distance in between two devices. Android OS supports IPC, means inter-process communication. By default, Android OS is available with SQLite. What is the meaning of SQLite, guys? It's a small database where you can store the data in a structured format in the form of rows and columns and table. Okay. SQLite database. This database is open source and also support for RDBMS. Android OS also supports for SSL. What is the meaning of SSL, guys? Secure Socket Layer, which is technically known as TLS. What is TLS, guys? What is TLS? It's a protocol. So transport layer security. Next, in SSL, the client and server interaction is done encrypted model. In SSL, client and server interaction, client and server interaction is done in encrypted model. Encrypted model. Android OS will support text to speech and speech to text conversion. We can control Android device. Android device can be controlled through voice. Guys, I'm very poor at spelling, guys, as well as typing. Please correct by yourself. Android device can be controlled through voice commands. Android supports all types of images, audio, video, and different types of languages, and different types of fonts. Okay, boss. Android OS supports basic graphics and two-dimensional, 3-dimensional 3D animation. Next, let me go for Android versions. This is the version 1. This column belongs to version and this column belongs to the nickname. Instead of this one, let me have one table here. How to add the table? How to insert? Can we insert the table here? Yeah, insert. No, we cannot proceed for table. Here, nickname for each and every version. First, let me go for initial version, Android 1.0. Android 1.0. The name was Android only. The name was Android. Now I'm not writing Android name. Just I'm giving for 1.1. You can write by yourself also. They are called as a beta Android. Next, Android 1.5. They are given the name called. Tell me, guys. Cupcake. Android 1.6. 1.6. What's the name? Donut. Hello boss, tell. Now I'm giving one simple statements. Android 1.x. Here x is nothing but a 1.1 or 1.2 or 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, any versions. Okay. Android 1.x is specifically or specially designed for mobiles only. Okay. Next, if I go for Android 2.0, what's the name, boss? Eclair. Birthday girl, birthday boy. Two guys. Where are these two guys? Absent. Okay, fine. Android 2.0. Next, 2.0.1. Better you write the name Android 2.0.1 like this. I'm going for short. Here, they are also given the name as Eclair only. They haven't changed the name. For 2.1 also, the name was Eclair. They haven't changed the name. For 2.2, boss, tell me. Show you. For 2.3, what was the name? Very good. Gingerbread. Not garlic ginger. Okay. Next, 2.3.x means 2.3.1 or 3.2, 3.4, any versions. They are given the same name as a gingerbread. Next, Android 2.3 or let me call as 3.2.x versions is also designed for mobiles, but from 2.x Android started supporting APIs. By using Google API, Android application can interact with Google products, by using Google products such as Gmail, YouTube, Google Maps, navigation, or Google search engine, or Google Cloud also. These all the products of Google only. Apart from this one, you can find huge number of products. Fine, guys. Let me go for new version, Android 3.0. Android 3.0. What's the name, was? Honeycomb. Next, for 3.1 also, they have given the name called Honeycomb only. For 3.3 also, they have given the name called Honeycomb only. All the version of version 3, they are given the same name as a Honeycomb only. Android 3.x is specially designed for tablets, From 3.x, from Android 3.x, Android started supporting fragment. This fragment is one of the important concepts where you can divide one single view into multiple control components. Okay, it's one of the important features of the Android. A single activity you can divide into multiple parts. Next, let me go for Android 4.1, sorry 4.0. Android 4.0. What is the Android 4.0 name, boss? Boss? Sandwich. Ice cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich. The spelling is correct. Next, let me go for 4.0.3. They are given the same name for this 4.0.3 also. Let me go for 4.1.3. They are given a different name, boss. What is that? Jelly bean. Next, for 4.2, same name. For 4.3 also, same name, boss. That is jelly bean. For 4.4.2, 4.4.2, what is the name? KitKat. I think that there was a tie-up between the Cadbury and the Google, so they can have more marketing for Cadbury products into the Google corporation. Huh? I don't know, boss. Next, let me go for one more new versions. Along with the 4.4 versions, they have launched one more version whose name they are given called W. This version specifically supports for wearable devices. The name was same, KitKat only, but W indicates it was a wearable devices. It was a wearable devices. This 4.4.W onwards, it started supporting for wearable devices like a wristwatches. Are you getting? From 4.x, from 4.x, Android started supporting mobiles and tablets, application, not tables, tablets application. It means single application, single app. Here I am using the app word belongs to application, guys. Okay. It means single app can run in mobiles and tablets. Android 4.4.W, in bracket let me write ware. This version is used to design wearable application. Let me go for now Android 5.0. The name was Lollipop. Okay, boss. Now, next version was 5.0.1. 1. Then they are given the same name as a Lollipop only. For all the versions of 5.0, 5.0, 5.0.1 or 5.0.2 also, they are given the name called Lollipop only. For the version 5.1 also, the name was Lollipop. For the version 5.1.1, the name was Lollipop only. So here Android 5.x is specially designed for big screen. What is the meaning of big screen, boss? That is TV or television set. Android 6.0 we are given the name called Marshmallow. Android 7.0, what is the name? Android 7.0, what is the name, boss? Huh? Fine guys, these are the versions and their alias names. From Android 6.0, Android 6.0 is designed for automobile. Automobile means to find out, take an example, any vehicle, your two-wheeler or your four-wheeler. What's your speed of your vehicle? To find out your speed, the count kilometer. Are you getting? Android 7.0 is the latest version. Let me write here in bracket latest version. Okay, boss. Let me go for the history by version wise. Version history. A belongs to what? Alpha. A belongs to what? The alpha version was released 23rd of September 2008. Beta, it was released 9th of Feb 2009. Then C, Cupcake, it was released into the year of 30th April 2009. Then D, what D belongs to, boss? Donut, 15 September 2009. E belongs to Eclair. It was released into the date of 26th October 2009. F, Froyo, it was released into the year of 20th May 2010. G belongs to, boss? Gingerbread, 6th December 2010. H for honeycomb. It was released into the date of 10th May 2011. I belongs to ice cream sandwich. It was released 19 October 2011. J, jelly bean. It was released into the date of 13th July 2012. K. What's the meaning of K, boss? KitKat. For 3rd September 2013. L. What was L? Lollipop. It was released onto the date of 25th June 2014. M. Marshmallow. 5th October 2015. Let me go for 7th version. I don't have exactly name of the 7th version. No good for N. I don't know the exact date. I'll let you know tomorrow. The creator of Android OS is Android OS was developed by, okay, designed and developed by, better. Designed and developed by whom, boss? Huh? Andy Rubin. Andy Rubin. Now you will come to know why he has given the name as Android. Andy is his own name. Droid means drone. Okay? Andy Rubin. And hand over to the Google Incorporation, CORPO, bus, in the year of 2007. Kernel. Why I'm going for Linux kernel? Because why I'm going for the kernel? Because Android OS is totally based on Linux kernel. So if you should have some minimum information about the Linux kernel. Linux kernel is a root layer of Android architecture. Which is responsible for device drivers. What are the device drivers, guys? Display, camera, BT, Bluetooth, flash. Very good. Next, web driver. Web driver also required, na? Next, USB driver, keypad or keyboard. Next, Wi-Fi driver. Huge number of drivers, guys. Let me go for etc. power management, power management. Next, memory management, memory management, and resource management, MGMT. Next, let me go for next, native libraries. What is the meaning of native libraries along with the kernel? The libraries which is available inbuilt along with the development environment as well as in your mobile. By using these libraries, you can develop any third-party application or programmer-defined applications and launch onto the Play stores. So without the help of these libraries, your development will be slow. What will happen if you decided not to use predefined libraries? If you decided to use not to use predefined libraries, then what will happen? You have to develop your own code which will support all the hardware devices. Are you getting? Instead of that one, if the predefined native library is already available, use that predefined library, call into your applications, have the work done. It's better approach, na? Someone will provide the base layer of your application. At the bottom, you will find what you will find all the devices. On the top, you will find the libraries. On the libraries, you will find the managers. On the top of the manager, you will find all your applications. Are you getting? If you won't use these managers and these applications, you need to create your own managers and you need to create your own libraries where your application should run. Are you getting, boss? Huh? So here, what are the native libraries that are available along with the Android OS? Let us see. Native libraries are written. Native libraries are which are written in a language that compiles to native code for the platform it runs. Let me go for what are the native libraries? SQLite. SQLite library is responsible for what, boss? Let me go for next free type. Next, let me go for what third? Media framework. Next, let me go for what was OpenGL. We'll have a number of libraries, guys. I'm giving some of the examples only. Next, SSL 6, SGL. Okay, this is more than enough, guys. You can find n number of libraries. SQLite is responsible for database operation. Free type is responsible for font support. Next, media framework is responsible for audio, video format. Next, OpenGL is responsible for OpenGL. What is the meaning of OpenGL, guys? This OpenGL library is not given by Android, it is given by Open Google library. Okay? In short, in bracket, you can write Open Google library. It is responsible for 2D and 3D graphic support. 2D, 3D graphic support. Next, SSL, secure socket layer. Secure socket layer is responsible for encrypted for encrypted communication between client and server, client and server. Sorry. SGL, standard graphics library, is used for basic graphics support. Okay guys, like this n number of libraries we will find. Let me go for Android runtime. Android runtime. What runtime environment need when the Android application should run? Here, what are the core libraries are there? These all core libraries are written in C language and C++ language. The core libraries are written are the core libraries are written in C, C++ languages. These libraries are helpful for runtime communication, runtime environment. Let me go for one more components of the Android. DVM. What is DVM, boss? Dalvik Virtual Machine. To run your Java application, what we need? Java Virtual Machine, na? We need JVM, na? But Android also follows all the syntaxes of Java, all the libraries of Java. This is totally purely based on Java only, guys. Are you getting? It also supports the Java programming language along with the Android. So why can't we use JVM? Sorry. Why can't we use JVM as a runtime environment instead of DVM? DVM provides runtime environment, runtime virtual machines to run your Java, to run your Android applications. Are you getting? But Java, JVM is useful for high-end application, big-end applications. Android applications are small in nature, small in size. Are you getting? To run those small in size, why we need to install this much of big, huge JVM onto your small devices, Android devices? So instead of that one, the Android has designed one virtual machine. He has given the name called Dalvik Virtual Machine, DVM, where your Android application will run. Are you clear? Which is in small in nature. DVM was first written by Dan Bornstein. कोण तयार केलं DVM? This is the creator of DVM, guys. Dan Bornstein. Are you clear? This is the creator of DVM, Dalvik Virtual Machine. Dalvik is the name of the town or land. Dalvik is the name of town. हे जागेचं नाव आहे guys, Dalvik. Now let's proceed how your Android application works. Look at it, guys. Let me draw some applications where you can understand easily. When you create any Java application, or when you create any single Android application, it contains not only a single Java, not only it contains single Java class, but it contains n number of Java classes. Okay. So these all are, take an example, these all are Java classes, guys. This is one Java class, this is second Java class, or it may contain n number of Java classes, guys. These are the Java files. These are the Java files. These all are what? Java files. Fine. So here, let me rename this one. .java files. .java files. So here, when you compile this .java files, what you will get, boss? What you will get? तुम्हाला काय भेटेल? हां? क्लास फाइल भेटतील ना सगळ्या? हां? n number of class files. जेवढे काही जावा क्लासेस आहेत तेवढे डॉट क्लास फाइल भेटतील की नाही? So here all are dot class files. Fine. So here when you compile these applications, all Java classes, you will get dot Java files. Here you need what? Here you need Java compiler. What do you need, boss? You need Java compiler. So this is the environment for Java compiler. Now when you use to compile the Java classes, you will get bytecodes, na? You will get bytecodes. Let me select this one. Let me copy and paste. Okay, guys. These all are dot class files, na? When you compile all .java files by using the compiler, what you will get? You will get bytecode. It's equivalent bytecode. Yesterday I have shown to you how to open the bytecodes, how to open the dot class files. These all are dot class files, or you can call Java bytecode. Java bytecode. Fine. Fine, boss. Again, this bytecode will be taken by whom? Dalvik virtual machine to generate dex file, .dex file. Why .dex file? Because Dalvik when you try to install or when you try to run any exe file, what is the extension you will get? .exe, na? Here also, to run your application, we need Dalvik executable files. So these Dalvik executable files will be taken by DVM. Who will take? DVM. So here .dex file is required to run your application. Let me write here some names. Here is my .dex file. Here you will get .dex file. Dalvik executables. .dex. Okay, boss. Let me have the arrow here also. Next, let me pass the arrow at the bottom here. Okay, guys, fine. After dot dex file, you will get one dot dex. These all dot class files will be converted into dex by using whom? Dalvik executable machine, DVM. Take an example. I am giving the name called here dot one dot dex. This is one dot dex. Now here you got Dalvik executable files with the help of Dalvik virtual machine. Now this .dex help file will be loaded into again in DVM. Let me draw one more block diagrams or one more virtual machines for this one. This is my DVM. DVM. Fine, boss. How can I write bottom arrow? Yeah, I got the bottom arrow here. Fine. Next, this Dalvik virtual machines will generate .apk file. What is .apk? Android packages. Android packages. This .apk contains all the resources. All the resources. What are the resources, guys? It may contain your bytecode, then your .dex files. What are the images that you added? Maybe your videos, audios, or .txt's, properties file, and all the bytecode which is taken by whom? Compiler to the DVM, DVM to the .dex, .dex to the .apk, .apk to the direct installation file for your Android device. Here is my Android packages, Android packages, Android package tool. This Android package tool is responsible to generate what? Is responsible to generate what, boss? APKs. This is the .apk. .apk. Let me draw the arrow, guys. How can I draw? Let me draw manually. From here to here, and one more. From here to here, one more. From here to here. Okay, boss. Fine. This APK will be taken by whom? ADB. And this is a small mobile. This is a mobile. This is a mobile. Let me load this APK to where? We can load this APK by using Android debugger. You can load this APK by using Android debugger. Here I am writing ADB. What is ADB, boss? Android debugger or debug. Okay. And finally, you can deploy your application into your mobile. Fine, boss. First, look at here, guys. The .java file, the .java file contains all the Java source code. Okay. To check all the syntactically and logically is correct, what we need? We need Java compiler to convert into .class file, where .class file contains what? Bytecode. So these bytecode will be taken by whom? Dalvik executable files, where .dex file will be generated. Where .dex file? In this phase. Look at here. In this phase, the .dex file is ready. This .dex file is loaded by whom? DVM, and this DVM is responsible for to generate .apks. Now APK is available along with you. Now you want to deploy this application or your Android application onto your machine. The machine is nothing but a Android mobile, Android device. When you load this .apks into your applications, you need Android debugger. Android debugger means Android debugger contains the device drivers which will connect from your system, from your computer or computer system to your Android mobile. Are you getting, guys? This is a way where you can create Java applications, convert into bytecode as a .class files, verify by using appropriate debugger to create .dex file with the .apks. If APKs are ready, then deploy or install into your application with the help of Android debugger. Are you clear now? Are you clear? Third year guys, specifically, please you better take the help from these 3 to 4 guys to install Android Studio. Okay? If you are having laptops or if you are having desktop. If these won't help me, let me know. I will correct them. Okay? त्याचा credit होत नसेल तर मी install करून देतो. Okay? Be ready within 1 or 2 days because you need to install huge packages. Okay? Fine guys? Are you okay? Are you comfortable for today's class? Thank you, boss.